are back today here. I'm Krisa with the Graham Chamber of Commerce. We also have some awesome real estate agents here in town that are going to share some of what's going on in the real estate world with everybody watching. So when you have questions or comments, just put them in the comments of the Facebook Live and we'll try to get to those as we can. But I'm really excited. We have Shana Wolfe here with us today, Linsey Taylor, and Boone Campbell. All three of these individuals are wonderful at what they do, but also just great people, great community members. We've been so blessed to have them part of our Graham Chamber of Commerce and also part of our community of Graham. So we're excited to learn from them a little bit today. And I want to start by saying thank you to all of you who were able to be here and do this with us. I know that y'all are busy and have a lot going on right now, needless to say, and are taking time out of your busy day to share with us. So thank you so much for being here. And I know I have you muted, so you really can't respond, so sorry. But I'm going to get us started by asking Linsey first. Will you just share with us kind of some of the changes that have been going on? Are you guys able to still able to do listings, showings, and how do you do that right now?
Hi, good morning. Thanks for having me on today. Yeah, we are absolutely able to show properties, to list properties for sale. Of course, as real estate agents, we have to use every precaution. We don't want to be spreading germs or anybody else contracting them. So basically, we do different things like we wear masks and disposable gloves when we're showing. We also ask that if you're bringing clients to like one of my listings, that you bring masks and gloves for your clients. We do things like we ask that homeowners turn on all the lights and leave all the bedroom doors and the closet doors open. So that's less contact when people are coming into your home to show. They're touching less things. And then after showing, we ask the homeowner to Lysol everything down. I bring my clients a can of Lysol as a funny little gift, but it's really so that they can spray everything down afterwards and just for peace of mind and a little extra cleaning. And then finally, if there's a showing scheduled and anybody, whether it's the homeowner or the buyer, if anybody's showing any symptoms of illness, don't do it. Stay home. We'll reschedule for another day.
Absolutely. Well, that's so awesome to hear that y'all have put in some of those precautions, just making sure everybody stays safe and healthy. And I know for those people who are, excuse me, who are looking to either sell or buy right now, this was a weird time to kind of find yourself in that position. I've even had a few friends who have been moving from one house to the other, and that's been, challenging for them as well, just to go through that moving process. So next, Boone, can you tell us, excuse me, a little bit about kind of just overall changes in the market, the real estate market?
Yeah, so when COVID kind of first, I would say, came into effect as far as the quarantine and things of that nature, it shut us down pretty quickly. We had a few deals fall out, and then it was like silence for about 2 weeks. Phones didn't ring or emails weren't coming in. And then after that 2 weeks, it turned on full steam. And we've been running pretty much since then as fast as we can. And I think part of it is due to a lot of just about everybody at home around the internet. So if the thought process of looking for land is there's plenty of time for them to sit on the internet and be capable of looking up all the listings that are out there. And they're all, as far as a lot of our buyers come from the Metroplex, and a lot of them are trying to get out of the city right now. So that also has been part of the push in the last 2 or 3 weeks that it's had on our effect.
So I kind of wondered about that, Boone, with so many people wanting to be out in the open air and have some land and have some space. I thought you guys might have been really busy recently with some of your land listings.
Well, we really were. Yes, we really were. or it was an instant everything stopped, but it was an instant everything turned on just as fast, and it's running fast still.
So would you say right now, and I don't really know what I'm talking about for the record, but I know I hear this, you know, people talk about this a lot, but would you say right now it's more of like a buyer's market or a seller's market?
Right now, it'd be more of a buyer's market. There's properties that have been on the market for a while, and a lot of those sellers are not really panic signing, but they're signing fast whenever offers are being made, because land does move a lot slower as well. So right now, we've seen a lot of buyers come out. Most of these buyers are individuals that most of this is investments. So most of these are money that was made in the past year or two that didn't get put in, that well, obviously didn't come from oil and gas or didn't get put into the market. And those are the buyers that are really capitalizing right now because they kept that cash. And that's what they're coming into this market and capitalizing.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, and Shana, I think I skipped you in there and I apologize, but can you tell us a little bit about kind of what you're seeing in the market and maybe some of the changes that you've seen going on?
Sure, I'll piggyback a little bit of what Boone said. For 2 weeks, it was pretty rough, but then after that, it started picking up, and I think we haven't seen quite as much change as the rest of the nation, and that's probably because of Governor Abbott's executive order to allow real estate to continue. Then our mayor, our city manager, and our judge have been excellent at communicating with us and helping us they're encouraging us, and they're just helping. That I've probably seen is on the lending side. I've always strongly encouraged local lenders, and I think now more than ever, I'm pushing it more. The underwriting side of lending has gotten extremely difficult, and the local lenders underwriting seems to be a little bit more lenient. And the internet lenders are kind of making promises that they can't fulfill. And our local lenders have just been excellent lately. All the transactions have gone smoothly. And, there's something about being able to pick up the phone and call your banker, and they actually answer the phone without having to call an 800 number.
Absolutely. And I think you could say that about your real estate agent as well. I think people don't realize that when you are looking at selling or buying, using a local real estate agent not only supports our local community, which is really important, but it also gives you a different customer service experience than you'd get if you were using an agent that you've never met or something online,
Exactly.
etc. So I think you want that personal touch in something. So, I mean, this is a big purchase, a big decision, either way, either side of it that you're on, this is a big deal. You want that level of personal assistance. So I think it's a good reminder to everyone to use a local agent when you can, use a local lender when you can, and that way this community supports each other, for sure.
Absolutely.
What about long-term? What do you think the long-term effects are going to be?
Graham tends to trail a little bit behind the rest of the country. But Graham has always been unique, so I don't really know, how to answer that. I hope that we don't fall into the same category the rest of the country has fallen into. I've just been very impressed about how everybody, all the local businesses have supported each other, and people are trying to use local now. It has been a little bit of a change with people in the oil field industry. We've had a few contracts fall through just because people are unsure of their jobs, but we know we'll recover, and Graham is going to recover, and the oil and gas industry is going to recover, and we always bounce back.
Absolutely. Absolutely. What about Boone? Do you have any thoughts on that long term? Oh, I have you muted. Sorry, Boone. Let me ask you that again. Sorry. Do you have any thoughts on that, Boone?
Land as well has kind of a slower effect on the market. A lot of the times the market can correct itself before the land prices start really falling. So like if you look at the immediate curve, we've had a dip this past month, but I believe when when you get a year down the road and you back out and look at the graph, it's still going to be that increase that land has been in. We've made it through lots of different financial crises over 18 years, and throughout all those, land kind of kept that value going. And I anticipate that to stay the same. The stock market fell out and some other money markets went out. That's when land shines. And I believe in the next 6 months, that shine will just kind of keep getting brighter.
Seems like land has always been kind of the safe investment because no matter what, you see it appreciate in value.
That's something I preach a lot. As long as you buy it right, you're not going to lose your principal. And that's a safe investment to know that you can always go and get it. And I like that you can go and play on it as well. You can go fishing.
Exactly.
But also, as long as you're not in and buying something, absurdly overpriced, you should within a short amount of time be able to appreciate and be able to turn around and turn that asset if needed, or hang on to it for a later date.
So would you say right now is a good time to buy so that you do have that land and you do see that appreciation?
I would say so. Yes. Over the next 6 months, we're probably going to see a few more listings come out as well. In fact, in the past week, we've put together a lot of new listings that we're getting ready to push out, and I anticipate seeing a few more. A lot of these are properties that were financed over the past couple of years. They're a little bit tougher to keep those things going, and those end up rolling back onto the market. So a lot of times we're familiar with them as well, and I kind of anticipate some of that to start coming in as also.
So, well, and this is a great time to have land when you're trying to social distance as well, as we talked about. So, well, the other thing I wanted to mention, I have been so impressed with all of you and the way that you've adapted in the form of marketing, getting the word out about your listings and sharing that with everyone. So, I'm going to ask each of you to answer this question. I'm going to start with you though, Linsey, and I want you to tell us where we can see more information, your listings, your Facebook page, so on and so forth. But tell us some of the creative ways that you found to be able to still market your listings right now.
Yeah. So as realtors, we've really had to adapt and evolve to this time because this is new to everybody. So one of the things that I've started doing on all of my listings is I offer a virtual tour. So if you're not comfortable with coming into the house, if you're not comfortable leaving your own house, you can have a full tour of that property that's for sale. And the virtual tours have come such a long way. They're actually really user friendly and they look really, really good. And then not only that, in addition to that, if somebody doesn't feel comfortable leaving the house, if they don't feel comfortable going into a home, I will go to that home and do a live feed showing from my phone. And so they can ask questions, they can view every room, and I can show them everything. So it's really great for this time. But then also, it makes it really easy for buyers across the state and the country to view a property. So it's kind of a win-win for buyers and sellers.
Awesome. Shana, what about you guys?
We've been marketing by using almost every form of social media, more video tours, and just promoting Graham. And generally just checking on people and checking on other businesses. And I think that the local businesses have been each other's biggest source of help. I've never been more proud to be a Grahamite than I am right now during this time of uncertainty, because everybody is just promoting each other. They're sharing each other's stuff on social media and just taking care of each other.
Absolutely. And I love what you said, because I think sometimes we think, well, I don't have any way to support, a real estate agent right now because I don't have any need to buy or sell any real estate. But there are
Right.
so many other ways that you can show support. You can like a post, share a post, share this video with your friends. Even just a word of encouragement. I think sometimes just a comment, wow, you're doing a great job, or hey, I really like what you're doing there, something like that. But there are so many ways to show support, and it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be in the market to buy or sell a home or land.
Exactly.
Boone, what about you guys? What are some of the things y'all are doing?
We didn't have to change a whole lot. Due to that, we just go out onto a piece of property and we have a ranger. I keep it clean and then keep all the all the antibacterial things like that as well. We've offered some video tours out there, but once again, when it comes to the land, it's all land's a little bit different. Until you get your feet on it, you really don't feel it right. And so we've had only one, but it went well. But far majority of our clients are still coming out to look at the properties and to get on them, to get around them. So what we've done is just amped up our social marketing a little bit more, because like you said, them likes, shares, and comments mean a whole lot. They really do push these posts a lot further than what they do if they just float out there and kind of stay in the market or stay in the group of people that are on the page. As soon as we get the shares and comments, it really does expand them a lot. So we've been trying to go out and comment on others as well and try to create some of that fire from that area.
Awesome. And what's the best place for someone to see the listings that you guys have right now? Should they go to your social media page or website? Sorry, Boone.
Website would be our best place because it's kind of our information hub. When you get there, we'll have video tours. We'll have, I go out and drone all of our properties, so we'll have drone tours on there. We also get game camera footage and things of that nature. So, our videos on our website, and we also put all those on our Facebook. It's just a little easier to search those things on our website. It's our number one spot. We use Facebook regularly and Instagram, and if you want to stay up to date with as things are moving, that's a better place to be, because you'll see our new listings right before they come out. And when they come out, you'll see sold listings and contracts, things of that nature. Things that to where you can almost follow exactly kind of what we're doing from that point of view. And then you can go to the website and get the real meat and potatoes of all of our properties.
Awesome. I love it. Boone, you might be the only person in the world who can get away with describing properties as meat and potatoes. I love it. Maybe my second favorite quote on a Zoom Facebook Live call, because I still love the juice is worth the squeeze too. But
that's a pretty good one.
Next t-shirt, meat and potatoes. Got it. Linsey, what about you? Where can people find information about your listings? Oh. I unmuted you.
Facebook.
Sorry, Linsey. There you are.
Oh, there we go.
Over. Sorry, I had you muted. I'm sorry.
Definitely, I do a lot of social media posting. A lot of with the social media, I do lead capturing services. So I'm able to do. There's kind of various behind the scenes ways, but I have ways of actually capturing leads. And then I have a team of buyer's agents who follow up those leads. So for our listings, we're constantly bringing buyers in and capturing those leads, farming them, and then turning them into actual offers. I have a website also that is www.theahartgroup.fathomrealty.com. And I've also got a tab on there that's got information. We're updating articles on COVID-19 and real estate. So if you'd like to visit that page, it is www.theahartgroup.com/resources/COVID-19. Was that like the longest website address?
I bet we can put it in the comments of the Facebook Live, because if somebody remembers that, I'm impressed.
I know.
For sure.
I'm really proud of that page because I made it myself. So
hey, you should be proud. That is not easy.
Facebook marketing or Facebook posts all the time. And then of course I have an office at 512 2nd Street. And everybody is welcome to pop in there and say hi and ask any questions also.
Awesome. And Shana, what about you guys?
I would say also our website is the best place to go, weatherbeerealestate.info, but also all of our social media pages. You can find all kinds of information to keep you updated on our social media pages.
Awesome. And also, if you haven't seen Shana's latest video about the Graham, Texas Perfect Vacation, it is awesome. Awesome job on that. And I
Thank you.
think Mrs. Campbell is going to be doing a video pretty soon too, right, Boone?
Yes, she is.
Awesome.
It should be worthwhile.
Awesome. I can't wait to see hers as well. Also want to say thank you to Texas Made Security and Pete Clark for handling the technical side of these Zoom calls to Facebook Live. We really appreciate his help, and he is available to serve other businesses as well for a small fee, but he is available to help and set that up. There's a lot of people still providing streaming services, and I think even as we go back to going into our offices and being open again, I think some of our consumers are still liking that convenience that some of the streaming services provide. So even as we move into that, I think Pete still has a really valuable service offering there. So if you need help with that, give him a call. And also thank you to Y100.5 because they're broadcasting these on the radio for us as well. So thank you to Tim Walker and Y100.5 as well. And you all, thank you so much. And I think it's always inspiring for myself and probably for other community members out there to see an industry come together like this and work together and support one another. So I think that's one of the key things that makes Graham so special. And we appreciate you very much.
Thank you.
Thank y'all and have a great day. Anything else that you want to add before we get off?
No, thank
Yes, this is an awesome idea.
I agree. Great job on this.
Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all. And if you want to post anything in the comments after, your website address or answer any questions or, anything that you want to put out there, feel free. You can post on there. So awesome. Well, y'all have a great day. And again, I appreciate you. Talk to you soon.
Thanks, Krista.
Bye.